So as we come to the end of another full year, I'm interested in knowing, what was your most remarkable, poignant moments? What were your greatest challenges? But more importantly, where are you currently sitting right now in your being as you integrate everything that's come to pass in the last year? I'm really curious about tasting and living all that life has to offer without the burden of right, wrong, good, bad. And that's what this video is all about. Hi, I'm Saida Désilets, and I'm the author of The Emergence of the Sensual Woman, an advocate for inspiring women to live wildly magnetic and fiercely feminine lives. And in this month's delicious tip, I want to explore what would it be like to be able to taste all of life's experiences without the burden of good, bad, right, wrong. And the first thing I can say about that was a piece of wisdom that I was given when I was a lot younger. And that wisdom was, Saida, can you have an experience and just have it without putting any judgment value on it? That question has led me to live a very full, rich, empowering, and transformative life. So let's look at how that actually happens through exploring our challenges and the things that we succeed at, the things that we're proud of, the things that fill us with joy. So let's have a look at those in this particular lens. So let's first look at our challenges, since that's the stickiest bit. And challenges are really important because we cannot grow without our challenges. So let's be grateful that we actually have them. So for me, this year has literally been the most difficult year of my entire life. Whoa, hard. I mean, it had me push right up and past my comfort zones and had me down on my knees. Thankfully, through that intensity, that incredible pressure, I was able to make contact with something profound and core and solid in my being. So I feel stronger and more alive because of it. So just for a moment, join me in paying homage to our challenges, especially to the people who brought those challenges into our life. Let's take a moment and thank you, thank that person. Thank you so much for coming and appearing and being the challenge, the ultimate challenge for me in this last year, because I am now in full contact with a point of power in my being, with a core that is unshakable because of this challenge. So thank you for making me even more expressed and powerful. When we can see what the wisdom is, what the pearl is, let's say, then we actually evolve, we actually transform difficult experiences into wisdom, into a better quality of life, into more empowerment. So it's really important to notice and acknowledge our challenges. Although challenges are a place where it becomes really obvious as a place where we apply judgment values, we can also do the same with our successes, whether it was a good success or a sort of success or whatever judgment we put on it. In either case, if we can see the wisdom in our challenge and learn and grow from it, and we can celebrate the beauty, the things that really touch us on a soul level, awesome. So join me right now. Just think of something amazing that happened to you this year and do the victory dance. Yeah. Woo. I love it. I do a victory dance for everything. The sillier that it is, the better. I insist that my friends and my family do little victory dances. They're really important ways for anchoring, yes, I will have more of this, please. That's basically what I say when something amazing comes in. I'm like, yes, more of this, please. So I'm hoping that you too will adopt the celebratory victory dance every time something amazing and beautiful, poignant, or touching happens in your life. I want to share something really important, because although this year was my most challenging year ever, it was also incredibly powerful and empowering and beautiful. But there's an ingredient, there's a reason why I was able to do that. And that's what I want to share with you right now, the rudder. If we don't have a rudder, if we don't have a dedication, it's very easy for our ship to be like bounced around and lost at sea when the storm comes in. But a rudder keeps us on track. So I'm going to share with you my rudder. My rudder is that I choose to live aligned and in tune with and expressing my own very unique feminine current. That's the rudder. And the ocean around that helps me move through life is pleasure for me. The rudder is my own unique feminine current. The ocean around is pleasure. What is your rudder? What is your ocean? Very important to sit there and figure it out, because this will really help you when the challenges of the next year show up. There's a third piece which is really important. So if you have a rudder and you have an ocean, but you have no way to move the boat, that's really important. So the oars, we're going to talk about that in a moment. But first, what I want to do is right now, in this moment in time, it's very, very powerful time because we're transitioning at the end of something and birthing something new. But the only way we don't repeat ourselves and kind of create the same old is by the following challenges. So here, your home play is this. 1, review this past year, and especially the challenges, and glean the pearls of wisdom that you've gained through those challenges. That's your first challenge. The second one is, what would you absolutely love? Most of us women know what we don't want, what we'd rather not have in our lives, but what would we absolutely love? And let's dedicate this next year to really bringing that into fruition. But more than that, it's the why. So if you want the most amazing relationship ever, why? Why? What would happen? What does it feel like? Why would you want that? If you want the most beautiful home, why? Or to be expressed in your career, why? The why is the fuel, it's the passion, it's the enthusiasm. It's what's going to be like the wind in your sails. So know that why. And third, and this piece is really important because our lives are super complicated and busy, is to simplify. And one of my tricks for simplification is learning to enjoy saying no. So here's how it works. When I am very clear about my rudder, I'm dedicated to it. And something comes in that's titillating or fun or it's just kind of distracting for a moment, I weigh it against that dedication. Is this going to enhance what I'm dedicated to or take away from it? If it takes away from it, the answer is no. And when I say no to that thing, what I'm actually really doing is saying yes and reaffirming what I'm dedicated to. So learn how to do that. Now, what's important about this piece of learning how to say no and enjoying saying yes to your dedication brings in that third piece that we talked about earlier, which is the oars. And the oars are your will. So you're going to have to exercise your will in order to discern what the no's are in order to keep that big, strong yes thriving in your life. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hold you accountable because it's one thing to watch a video, it's another to implement, and this is really the ingredients for an incredible life. So right below this video, I want you to leave me a comment. 1, that says what your greatest challenge was and the pearl you got from it. 2, what would you love and why? I'm most interested in the why you would love that thing to become true for you. And 3, what is one thing that you are going to simplify in your life? Get real simple. And if maybe it's just learning to say no, maybe it's already saying no and removing that thing from your schedule. I don't know. So those 3 things, please leave them in the comments below. I read everything and I usually comment on everything. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, and subscribe, and definitely come over to SaidaDésilets.com where I have articles, videos, and free training and free ebooks to support you to live a wildly magnetic and fiercely feminine life. Happy holidays.